rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain of 32 that time.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to get it running right, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Mike Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
14.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught. Lockett. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
14.
Throwing is Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 1st down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because If he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. A little juke. Room past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
14. 48, Mike.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
12. 20. 11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Go ahead. 120, 180. 11, 11, 11, 11. 13.
Garoppolo on first down. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Black 80, 180. 6, 6.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. J.D. McKissick, 95 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
180, 180. 6, 6, 6.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush, and he's going to go down again. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
14, got it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Far left. 48 front. Tempo, baby, let's go to work, come on. Zebra. 14.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cassius Marsh. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
95, 95. Gun. Spread left.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's McKinnon. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Oh, he stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jerron Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here again is McKinnon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Gun. Let's go, 14. 14.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. Wilson now 9 of 17 through the air. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
14. 48.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go, 14.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive starts with a handoff to McKenna. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They run once more with McKenna. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Now McKenna. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Returnable for Lockett. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Earl Mitchell coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
12. Green 80.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, had its third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Tempo.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cassius Marsh in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
11. 11.
On first down, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is Selleck here with a grab. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this one's incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They're going to try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the stick.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
14,
Now Wilson on second down. It's complete to Lockett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, zebra. All right, group team. Gun.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
12. Zebra.
To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19. 12. 12.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A first down carry for Davis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Don't take forever, okay?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Don't take forever, okay? 18.
Play action. Now Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
McKinnon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Go ahead. 13.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some space here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 95 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Run it. 14, run it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out right around the 39. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
14.
Here's Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Niners, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.